Okay, so um, let's start. Well, hello everyone. Welcome to English Immersion. My name is Giovanni. I'm really happy to have you all here. Um, just that I remember this is not a class. There will be no corrections, no judgment, and no pressure. This is a safe place to practice English naturally and freely, just like real conversations in the outside world. And also I'm not a teacher. I'm a learner just like you. And I chose this topic today because remote work has changed all the world, and it's something um many of us live every day. Um, and today's theme is the future of remote work. Um, and okay, let's explore what remote work means today, and imagine what it might become. Um, just a quick question, Milton. Is this your first immersion today?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Let me explain how it works. I will ask some questions, and each of you will have time to share your thoughts um and to speak a little bit. Don't worry about speaking perfectly. Just speak naturally and enjoy the conversation. And that's it. Uh, let's start with short introductions. And okay, I will start. My name is Jovan, as I mentioned before. I am 26. Um, I have two kids, a boy and a girl. And currently, I'm working at a Canadian company and as a software engineer. And I'm here in Talk and Talk to improve my English, for sure, and improve my communication skills because I need to use it as a tool every day in my work, and it's um a big skills that I need to learn. And okay, Pereira, could you introduce yourself?
Sure, for sure. So, good evening, everyone. So, good evening, Giovanni, Milton. So, my name is Cleomar Pereira, but I use my second name here, Pereira, and I am 38. I live in the countryside of Minas Gerais. Uh, my city is known like industrial place, Vale do Aço. No, it's very knowing about this area. No, so. I am married. I have a couple of kids, a boy and a girl, and I work with construction in the construction about the industrial area, no, with instruments. I am topographer or land survey, which is the same. Basically, I work with topograph, no. So I enjoy reading books. I enjoy uh, hang out with my friends, barbecue, play guitar, I enjoy do a lot of things, That's a little bit about me, That's it.
Okay, thank you. And you, Milton, could you please introduce yourself?
Of course. Good evening, everyone. My name is Emmanuel, and I have 28 years old. I have children, a daughter and a son. Nowadays, I work as a full stack developer, and I'm studying English to improve my skills and in the future take a job abroad. And I enjoy reading books and make some projects, study some new things, and that's it.
Good, good. Thank you guys to introduce yourselves. And okay, we will start with the questions right now. Let me share the questions with you guys. Just give me 1 minute, please. Okay, I posted the questions in the chat, but you will notice the two sections of questions uh will be 1 to 3 and then 1 to 3 again, but yeah, uh it's right. Okay. Just just follow the correct order. Okay, so let's start with the first question. And how has remote work changed the way people see their jobs? And um, uh, for me, it was how can I say that? It was a great thing because uh, the companies has seen the the work could, how can I say that? Um, the work could do from your home, and it can make the things easy because I I simply open my laptop and uh, do whatever I need to do, and that's it. I don't need to take a bus or drive uh, to my work or uh, something else. And I believe uh, it 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 has changed all my all my life because now I can take a time with my family, and instead of s- driving my car to my job, um I can take a breakfast with no how can I say with no
No
rush. And
worries.
yes, and I can do everything with no pressure, and I can only sit in my chair in front of my laptop and start to work, and wherever time I want. And I believe it's how can I say, it's a good a good way to I don't know, to to have the life and to live. And yeah, that's it. And you, Pereira, what do you think?
So how has remote work changed the way people see their jobs? That's it. So I don't know. I think after the pandemic, the number of remote work, I think, increased a lot. I guess actually many things changed after pandemic. Especially about educational area and about work. And I don't have much experience with remote work, but most parts of my job is presence, is present is presential because I work with construction and judicial area, as I said before. But I do a lot of things in the office, like reports, preparation, planning, and I analyze some things and so on, But many things change, and I think there are some good things about remote work. Of course, it depends about your professional, about what you do, because I think there's some work that's almost impossible to work remote, But of course, when it comes to our office job, when it comes to work that is good to work remote, that's a good idea, I think the people after pandemic, started to see different way, about their remote work. So that's it. That's my opinion about this question. As I said before, I don't have many experience in that area because my job almost, I think, 90% is presential, But that's my opinion.
Yeah, maybe for the constriction or I don't know, some job in healthy area as well is quite hard to do because you need to to do it in person. And yeah, maybe it's not possible. But I believe some activities in your job you can do remotely, and it brings us flexibility. And maybe, I don't know, if you need to create, I don't know, just guessing, some document or something like this, you can easily open your laptop or your smartphone and uh, create something and send via email or WhatsApp, I don't know. And These um, for some jobs or some positions in some works, we can have this flexibility to decide when um, go in person to the work or only do it remotely. And I believe it will um, improve this. I don't know if improve is the correct word, but um, improve our mind or improve our thoughts regarding remote job in all the other areas, like you like in construction or house area. I don't know. And yeah, um, and Milton, what do you think?
I think the most important part of this is when you don't need to move on from house to the work. The time in the traffic, and this is the most important thing and the most the big reason why the people choose or prefer to work remotely, a remote job, and I think only about this, only about the time, only about the quality of life, and all the things is around this the time, and about the flexibility. That is it.
Okay. Um, it's interesting, a word you said. Quality, it really brings the quality of a better quality of life because we can do anything we want in our home, and we have more. I don't know to say this word. Let me check here. Oh, okay. I remember the word. You can have more comfort in your home, and you can do uh for me, for example, in my case, I I have the discipline to work remotely, and I know when I really need to work, but um all my routine is it's easier, you know, and if I if I need to do something out of my routine, or uh when occurs something unexpected, I only close my laptop um and leave. And this flexibility uh means quality of life. And yeah, it's a good word to to give, I don't know, some characteristic to this thing. I don't know. Okay, Pereira, could you read the second question, please?
For sure. Let me hear. Read here. Well, what are the biggest advantages of working remotely for you? So, about the question, based on my little experience working in my house, no, because I did some work in my house on Saturday night or Saturday or at night, no, and to finish some reports from my work, as I said before. My work it's a mixed setup between site work, and office work. But of course, I did my office work presential, in my office, And sometimes I pick it up some things to finish in my house. It's like a home office, work remotely. But I have a little experience in that area, But based in my little experience, I think it's comfortable, as you said, it's flexible, and I don't know, maybe you can concentrate it better, you know. I don't see a huge difference between home office and office, because in my work, of course, there's an office there, and in my house, I can became my house like a home office as well, as I said before. But I don't see huge difference between my home office and the office, But of course, we have to do the right, we have to be professional and productively, something like that. So, but the big thing about remote work is about, as I said, how can I say that in English? I think it's itinerary, It's time. It's because sometimes you have to facing some traffic. In big city it's a problem. So to go the home, to go the work, to back to work. Sometimes we spend a lot of time the traffic. You know, and if you can work in house, it's much better for everyone. The client, they're good for the company. And but the biggest advantage, I think it is. You can work with comfortable in your home. Of course, you don't need to face problems, traffic problems. And but to have to pay attention about I don't know work at home. You have to work like with responsibility, because sometimes maybe I don't know, as I said before, much experience about it, but about concentrated, Um, by the way, I have a room here because I have a little office in my home. I usually study, and maybe if would be the most problem, I don't know, working at home, maybe get a bit distraction, no? But I think it's more pros than do can other things, no? To me, it's a lot of advantage. It's time, traffic problems, no? To me, it's very interesting, But in my case, it's almost impossible to work remote right now. Maybe the future, I don't know, because I think in the future, a lot of professional areas maybe gonna be possible to work remotely. That's my answer about the question.
Yeah, good. Um, Here in my case, I I already worked in person, um, hybrid and remotely, and I I would say I like the three options, but the mm, the biggest advantage to work remotely for sure is the comfort and the time, because as I mentioned before, I could do everything in my time, and even when I need to have a shift, like a routine in my work, and I were to come in and go out, and I could do everything in my time, and planning all my day uh with, I don't know, in the way I want. And but I would say the working site, or in person or hybrid, it's a good, I don't know, I like the environment of the office, and I believe I can do my work in the office and or in my home office. For me, it how can I say, it doesn't affect my productivity. I believe, and based on my experience, I already worked when I worked in São Paulo, in an office in São Paulo. I'm located in the northeast of Brazil, and I needed to go to São Paulo and work in the office, um, and then after 1 week, I go back to my home um, and work from my home, directly from my home, and I my productivity was the same in the both environments, but the comfort and time between I don't know, between the I don't say that, between leave the hotel and go to the office, and then um leave to the office to have a lunch, and then go back to the office. It was pretty crazy because um yeah, I needed to uh I don't know, it was a little bit tired thing because I needed to yeah, sometimes I needed to run against the time because I have this specific that specific time to lunch and to have a lunch, and then go back to the office. And I I I really didn't like it. And now only working remotely, it's a good thing um, that I have, because I can have a lunch um, wherever time I want. And yeah, not because not only regarding the to have a lunch or something like this, but I can do my work in wherever time I want. But it's only because my contract allows me to do it. But I believe it's the biggest advantage to of working remotely. Okay. Please give me a minute. I'm sorry. Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Let's let's move on to the third question. It's is related to the second question, and that is, what are the biggest challenge or downsides of remote work? And uh, my biggest challenge today, and um, it's also because I work in a different time zone, is the asynchronous communication. It's it's um it's the biggest challenge that I have today, because I I cannot ask for something now, and now I have the answer, or have uh or have my I don't know. I always need to send a message and wait for the person ask me, and then it sometimes it uh took me it takes me a bunch of time waiting for the answer. And for me it's not a problem, but a real challenge, because sometimes I need to I have a delay to do something. And you, Pereira.
So about the question, so let me see here. Is a question number three, okay? About the problems, not about the challenge. So as I said before, we have a boss, and we have a cons to work. We have a pros and I have cons to work from home. And that to me, I don't know. As I said before, I don't have much experience, because I think you work remotely, and we of course we know we know much than me about this topic. But to me, would be, I don't know, distraction, you know. I don't know, you start to work and someone will call you or something like that, coming some delivery from Mercado Livre, something like that. You have to stop your work, maybe, I don't know, as I said before, if I don't know, sometimes I work remotely, of course, and that to me it's distraction, the most challenge, you have to be productive, and it's very important because you have to finish your job, and sometimes at home you can procrastination. I don't know about me, because when I started to work, I am a really a concentrated person. I like to finish everything that I start, uh, especially when it comes to work things. Sometimes I started some works in my home, like start to draw something from AutoCAD, in my computer, my laptop. I like to finish, I concentrate a lot. But to me, maybe concentration, because I wanted to finish my job. I wanted to finish my work, I guess. But I don't know, some people can call you, or come or deliver from Mercado Livre. You have to stop and you have to back again, concentrate again. Maybe in my little experience, gonna be that, concentrating. I think it's the problem, That's my opinion.
Yes. Yeah, sometimes we need to have or um to develop some skills to avoid or prevent um to to prevent these breakdowns, and I I would say for the technology area, maybe it's not a problem. It's a hard thing to say. Um, Maybe for some specific areas, it's not a problem, but yes, it is still a problem for the almost all people. Um, and even in other areas out of the IT. And I'm gonna say that I believe I believe in the future it will be more, I don't know, more easy to do, or um it will be uh usual to do in some jobs. And but okay, let's move on. Let's move forward. Let me check here. I have a good question here. Um, how do you think it's the sixth question? How do you think companies will manage teamwork and future in the future? It's a great question because, as I mentioned before, I already worked in person and hybrid and remotely, and this topic, manage future in a company, is um, it's uh, quite different across the job types, because in person maybe it's easier to manage the culture, to uh, have the team working together, but um, sometimes you will have more conflict, because you are in person and looking for the the eyes of your teammate, and sometimes you have a different opinion, and the conflicts um, the conflicts come in, and um, in remote work, um, in remote work, you can manage it in a simple way. You can manage the conflict in a simple way because you uh you can only close your laptop and leave, and uh basically you um if you don't want, you uh don't need to have this uh conversation, I would say. um but in the remote work, sometimes it's hard to manage the culture of the company, because sometimes you are talking eh, with a people in other place of the country, with the camera off, and yeah, it's hard to know the person, and know how the person thinks, how the person thinks, and yeah, sometimes it's hard to manage the culture and do the people work together. And yeah, uh, you cannot have the control of the situation in a remote work, I guess. It's my humble opinion, based on my experience. And and you, man, what do you think?
So that's an interesting question because you, we started to think about it. No, in the past, for example, maybe some people there can't imagine, about this work that people doing their nowadays, because I think in the future many things going to change, about their work, about everything, of course, because technology has developed fast, But I think that in the future, the companies need to work in the culture, because, in my opinion, companies is there are a lot of interesting things for the companies, no? Of course, the big one is productivity, productive, but I think that there are a lot of things that is the companies has consideration, like a safe place, for example, work with security, is the a big problem today, even in my area, construction area, because the companies is always a lot about safe place to work, and work remotely. It's good at that point, because if you
Yeah,
work in your house, you of course it's more safe, I don't know, but as I said before, a lot of activities it's impossible to do right now remotely, but the future, I believe that a lot of things that's impossible right now in the future maybe can be possible, no? I don't know, I don't think about robots work or jobs, remotely in my house.
yeah.
It's all remote. Sorry, it's a little bit noisy here. That was the most
No problem. No
motorcycle.
problem, man.
But I don't know, man. As I said before, if you can show what's happening right now for the people that lived in 30 years ago, the people uh, in the, believe, I don't know what can happen in the next 20, 30 years, Many things can change. But I believe that a lot of things that we can do right now remotely in the past was impossible. Maybe I believe there, as I said before, the companies uh, see their marketing another way, another mind. Of course, productivity it's important, but safe place, security place to work, it's involved healthy area. It's very important as well. And to me, that is no. Of course, everything, many things, I guess. I mean, going to change in the future. That's my point.
Yeah, then maybe um in the near future we won't have robots working controlled remotely, but maybe I believe the almost all of the words will change for sure because um every time and across the time all the things are changing and improving, and the people are developing new softwares and new developing even new skills to have in the job. And probably in a near future, maybe 5 6 years, we will have more of the jobs um working in a remote way. Uh, yeah, but uh, the people cannot um build something uh for your home or for your house. Uh, yeah, maybe it's quite hard, but okay. I don't know how it will be in the future, but uh the thought I have now is only the opposite work will happen in in a remote way. Um, okay. So given that, let's move to the seventh question. If remote work becomes the standard, what skills will professionals need most? Um, maybe organization and discipline will be the most important skills to the professional that wants to work remotely. Because yeah, in my experience, it they these skills are the most hard to develop. Uh, discipline is discipline makes a big difference in the remote work routine. And how can I say that? If you don't have discipline to have your work, um, have your work done, and get all the things done, and do your work in a productive way. Maybe it will be I don't know how to say that. Um, I will say expression in Portuguese like a pedra de tropeço in your in your work,
I got it.
because yeah, because uh, you will be frustrated with your work, and as you said, Pereira, and here, I also like to uh start start some activity and finish this activity because uh it is so frustrating when you have uh something to incomplete, um and yeah, the discipline will help us to get the things done and do the work uh better. And you, man, what do you think?
So you said well, man. Discipline is pretty important, for everything that we're going to do in this life, especially when it comes to work, Because, as I said before, I really believe that in the future, the number of remote work going to increase. It's uh, it's clear. Everyone can see that, Even activities that's impossible now in the future are going to be possible, This number tends to increase a lot, I guess. But I don't know. Discipline, you said well, I didn't remember that word, but it's important, because productively, it's a thing that the companies going to see, of course. There's essential for make money to be our company alive, because without productively, it's impossible to move on, you know. But of course, there are a lot of things besides productivity, safe place to work and discipline. But I don't know, maybe, um, of course, as I said before, technology has improved a lot, has evolved a lot. I think there we live in the world that a lot of people knows about the softwares, you know, and maybe some people's uh, going to have more conscious about softwares, about technology. But I think this generation is doing that the part with, But you said well. I didn't remember, but discipline is most important. No, that's my opinion about the question. That is, you're right. I agree with you.
Yeah. Okay. So today was a quick mission. I don't know. A brief topic to discuss, and that's it for now. That's it for today.
Was
Thank
good. Good.
you. Yeah.
Thanks
Thank
for
you
your time.
for joining the mission today. And yeah,
I
that's it.
I usually I usually see about the topic before, the conversation, and the topic it's a good topic, but I don't have so how can I say that about this topic. I don't have so experience because it's a different topic to me, but it's good. Sometimes it's good to participate in different topics, like
Yeah.
barbecue, birthdays, pets. This platform is good for that. To have a different type of a topic, and that's great. It was
Yes.
good to spend my time with you here. I'm a little
Yeah.
bit
Good.
tired, it's normal, but it was a good conversation.
Yeah.
Thanks for your time.
It's a little bit tired, of course,
Yeah.
because of the time of the immersion. And I know, guys. I know you. I know, man.
Mm.
It's it's hard to me as well to stay here and open the conversation, but it's a pleasure. Every time I cannot say every time I join the conversation and
Is
have
it? I prefer talk
good
about philosophy here,
yeah,
but no problem. It's
maybe
good.
yeah, maybe the
Yeah,
next week we will have a little bit of philosophy here
verdade.
as well, and I promise I will bring some new interesting topics to discuss about.
Okay.
And but as I said, it's a pleasure to
Okay.
have you here, and enjoy your rest of the day, and
Thank you very
um
much.
take a good night, man.
See you next time, man.